All right, let's get this show started.
Let's start today's news with Merab CONFRONTS confronting Paulo Costa for stealing his food. Costa recently stole Merab's food at the UFC Performance Institute. Now, the Georgian fighter confronted Costa in the parking lot.
No. You stole my food again? Come on, Paulo. Come on, brother. Come on. You already big guy. Look at me. I'm small, bro.
I need more food than you, bro. Sorry about that. Ask Danny for more.
You keep getting big from big.
Ask
Okay. Long as you're not stealing my pomegranate juice. Don't eat that.
Okay, let's change. I will give you
A secret juice.
Yeah,
secret juice.
And I still have your food and give you a secret juice. It's exchange.
But I have my pomegranate juice. I'm good. I'm good. So this guy, guys, no, he's a good guy. It's okay. I give him food. No problem. He pay.
Yeah. I will sell you some money.
Some money?
For
No.
this.
Yeah, okay. But
I buy it for you.
American dollar, not Brazilian dollar.
Mexican dollar.
Mexican good.
Belal Muhammad provides an update on the Leon Edwards title fight. During a recent interview on MMA Today, Muhammad revealed that he still hasn't received an offer to fight Edwards for the title, but believes that something is gonna happen soon.
Bro, if you wouldn't believe how many times I get asked that question. Anywhere I go, like I'll be at the grocery store and I have like an old lady walk up to me like, when are you fighting for the belt? But I feel like something's gonna happen soon, right? That I'm staying positive with it. I know that there's rumblings of this Manchester card coming up, so I'm just like, bro, I don't even care where, I don't care location. I just want a contract with his name on it and 5-round title fight, please.
Belal was also asked about a potential fight between Colby, Covington, and Ian Garry. If the fight happens, Belal believes it would go very bad for Covington.
I don't think so. I think his time is done. I think he's gonna sit there and keep playing these cringe videos, weird videos. And honestly, I got Ian Garry lighting him up. Like, he looked terrible his last fight, and I think if he does end up fighting Garry, Garry will end up like Gary's good with his distance, especially in a big cage. I think he'll end up piecing him up and using his movement to get away from him.
Sean Strickland fires back at Ian Garry's wife. In a recent video posted on our Instagram page, Garry's wife took some shots at Strickland, blaming him for all the hate she and Ian have been receiving, calling him a current multiple world bullshit title holder.
This tsunami of aggression towards the undefeated welterweight all exploded when former middleweight title holder and current multiple world bullshit title holder Sean Strickland read a clickbait headline but didn't bother to fact check or read the whole article. Lie number 3. Ian is a step back up, Sean Strickland, a man who's unlikely to be au fait with the Shakespearean English he unwittingly used when calling Ian a First penned in the story of Othello, the word cuckold refers to the fear of a man who's been betrayed by his wife. Sean Strickland has been talking an awful lot about Ian Garry's wife. I've been called a sexual predator, a pedophile, an abuser, all by the man who alleges he suffered that exact abuse as a child growing up.
Now Strickland fired back with his own statement, in which he labeled Garry's wife a demon who wants attention.
All right, succubus. I'll give you what you want. You talk about me, I'll give you what you want, attention. I don't want to call you by your name, because if we know anything about demons, the moment you start using their name, it gives them power, and that's all you want, right? Power and attention. When you post a picture, this is why you talk about me. When you post a picture and you get those fake plastic tees in that tiny little dress, and you realize, man, I'm an old lady. No one wants to see me half naked in a dress. You think to myself, how can I get the attention that I want? How can I get what I want? You talk about me. You bring my name up. You've never done anything. You've never accomplished anything. The only thing you've ever done is seduce famous men. And let me tell you why you're such a despicable person. Everybody has gone and went and forgot about this. We've accepted in, we've accepted you, disgusting it may seem, and you bring this back up and tarnish your husband's name just because that little insecure succubus demon inside you wants attention. Whatever succubus cave you came from, just go back to it.
Brendan Schaub reacts to the UFC losing $335 million in a lawsuit payout. The UFC has just wrapped up a decade-long lawsuit against them. Fighters such as Nate Quarry, Kung Lee, John Fitch, and others began suing the company in 2014. They alleged the company broke several antitrust laws in their pursuit to become the sport's biggest promoter. The fighters were searching for a $1.6 billion payout for over 1,200 athletes who competed between 2010 and 2017. The two sides were set to go to trial on April 15th. Instead, the fighters settled with the TKO Group and the UFC earlier today. The UFC will pay out $335 million instead, with no injunctive relief, meaning that the company can essentially operate as normal and won't have to configure contracts. Speaking on the Fighter and the Kid podcast, Brendan Schaub chimed in on the topic and explained why it's a win for the UFC.
The antitrust lawsuit, and I was on record, they're not going to settle. These guys are looking for a change. They're not going to settle. And then we get news today, they settled for $335 million. This is a massive, massive victory for the UFC, and it's such a blow.
For the fighters or for the UFC?
For the UFC, no. Awful for the fighters. Nothing changes. There's no Ali Act. There's nothing's going to change. But then also, the UFC's fine. Even if they would have lost $6 billion, they're fine. Here's the issue: PFL, Ryzen, all these other leagues, Bellator. Screwed.
Why?
Because the monopoly carries on. Let's say it went to a trial and the fighters won, it would change the course so the UFC wouldn't have such a stronghold on the game, so you would have the other organizations be able to thrive. Now all this does is suppress everybody, and the UFC just keeps getting bigger. The fighters need a union. They need a union, just like MLB and NFL, NBA has. That's the only way they're ever going to make a change.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Instagram and was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. The second place meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by Beaver Smash TV. And the top picked meme was found over on Reddit and was posted by Ben Jovi. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.